when to buy back your team is the question. Well, it wasn't the question before, it was when to sell your team. And now we're at that point when we're looking to buy our team back. And we're going to try to walk through every single type of program card and when I think is the best time to buy the back for this Blitz program. First thing I want to go over though is a few themes or messages that I want to get through to you about buying your team back. And one of them being, don't overthink the buy price, right? Like, more focus on what you sold a card for and now what you're buying. If you sold a card for 600k a few weeks ago and it's 350 and you buy it and 30 minutes later it's 300k, don't sweat it, because the next card you buy, you might have bought it 350 and 30 minutes later it's back up to 400k. Don't worry and don't overthink about the price you spent on a card using for your team. Think of it as just it's a value, right? You're using that card now to play games with, and it's going to get you more value back, right, than stressing over the card dropping an extra 25k 10 minutes after you bought it, all right? So I don't want you stressing over a card or a price you bought. As long as you are saving, and the market's already down a ton, as long as you are saving hundreds of thousands of coins on certain cards, like, it's a W for you. I want you guys to understand. The other thing is the market right now, right? I'm recording this Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, still when TVPs are in packs, and the prices on the market are significantly cheaper from where they were a week ago and 2 weeks ago, and they're going to be even cheaper Thanksgiving afternoon before Blitz when you guys are probably watching this video. I want to be crystal clear when I say, if you go ahead and buy your entire team back before any of the Blitz chaos goes down, and you buy during the crash, before the crash, because, like, for example, all Madden guys were 650 when I sold them, and they're all 400k right now. I've seen Cooper Cup for 380. Right? It's a great price. You're saving so many coins. And if you go ahead and buy your entire team back in the hours leading up to Blitz, it's honestly, it's a super safe move, but it's a move I can respect and you really can't hate on whatsoever. So that's a few things I just wanted to get through before we get into more detailed dates and, times, I'd say, of when to get certain cards. But don't stress about buying your card if your friend bought your card for the same card for 20k or less, right? You probably bought the next card for 20k or less. Don't sweat it, right? Buy your team. Be happy with the thousands, maybe millions of coins you've already saved just by selling a week or 2 weeks ago. The first type of card I want to get through to you first is AKAs. Now, AKAs, normally I would say, hey, wait until by Monday. Well, the last AKA drop is actually going down this Wednesday. So yes, I know it's a week away or less than a week away from when you're watching this, but I can't say it enough. Just wait until Wednesday. I promise you there will be a new member. It's going to 94 overalls. There might even be multiple 94 overall cards dropping next Wednesday, but now the pack will be 90 overall, and those 90 overall cards will be the most common cards pulled in that little training AKA pack. So 90 overalls being super, super cheap. Remember, they'll be like 60, 70k, just like the 89s were this past pack refresh. That'll mean the 93 overall cards, the cards you guys are probably targeting the most, are going to be significantly cheaper. If you remember last time, the 92s, or when it went from 92 to 93s, William Perry, LaShawn McCoy, Steve McNair, 92 overalls went from 500 and 550 all the way down to 250, 300k. And the same thing is going to happen to 93 overalls. I don't care if there is even an AKA offer during Blitz. Don't buy any AKA 92, 93s until next Wednesday. Maybe like 90, 91s if you get them at 4 or 5 per. But 92s, especially 93 overall AKAs, just wait until next Wednesday. Next up, we've got LTDs. And if you watch the selling part of the video, you know I will have been a fan of keeping LTDs through Blitz. So I think that gives up when you should be getting LTDs. And it's right now, the sooner, the better. The supply on some of these cards, the ones that aren't in packs anymore, we're just going to go quickly through, like Allen, not going to say his last name, Zach Martin. We'll all get into Tariq Woolen. There's not that much supply of these cards in the auction house, and everyone that's going out to buy their team, I'd say probably 75% of the MUT community is going out and buying their team. Once they buy all these cards up, there's not any more. They will become really, really rare in the market, and they will go up in price. Zach Martin already up to 600k. I don't know how much he's going to go up too much because he's a lineman, but I mean, Tariq Woolen, I think, is probably the best example of this. He is down-ish to 700k. You'll actually probably see me maybe buy one in this video for 670. There's only 12 up. Right? There's more than 12 people on the Xbox market that want Tariq Woolen for their team, that plan on buying Tariq Woolen for their team. I wholeheartedly, unless this card somehow gets reduxed, right? They reduxed 93 LTDs 6 or 7 hours, I guess, after the Casey Hayward and Jimmy Garoppolo got out of packs. Tariq Woolen will be like, there'll be 2 or 3 up on the auction house. Once everyone buys him up, right, he's going to be gone. Get your LTDs and get them as soon as possible. Now we're getting into a little bit of the fun stuff, the Blitz offers. You're going to see the big fat red arrow on your screen. Now this is the first night of Blitz. There is a 2x 93 overall fantasy hero pack. And if you're confused and you think that's a 93 Blitz player, that's not really how the Blitz program works. The 93 Blitz players will just be standalone offers for Blitz Bolt. So it's not a pack for a 93 overall Blitz player. My best guess on what it is, and you can kind of take a look at the other few offers. The schedule, by the way, the entire Blitz program, and I'll have a video out later today talking about my day one plan. It's pretty much a carbon copy, a copy and paste from last year. So it's very, very predictable. And this is like that first big offer. It's only out for an hour. It's out from 8 p.m. West Coast time to 9 p.m. West Coast time on Thanksgiving night, or you would say 11 p.m. East Coast time to midnight East Coast time. Right, it's out for 1 hour, and I think it's just going to be mainly, well, it's 93 overalls, but it's going to be your Harvest guys, your Team of the Week guys, maybe your All Maddens, and then probably like your Legends. The main bulk of the buy window here, in my opinion, like the cards you should focus on most when it comes to buying back during this 1 hour window, is Harvest cards. The reason I say that, although you can go after expensive Team of the Week cards, you'd also go after expensive Legends and possibly All Maddens. The reason I say Harvest is because there were 0 Harvest offers during the entire Blitz program in Madden 22, and I don't expect there to be offers at all during Madden 23 again. So the 93 Harvest guys, which are still some of the best cards in the game, and I've seen a lot of buy lists on Twitter, and a ton of people have Randy Moss, Lawrence Taylor. Like, these are the most in-demand cards in the game, and they've already gone. Randy Moss, Aaron Rodgers were 800K last week, and they're down to 400K, right? They've already come down a lot in price. These cards need to be at your high. These are the cards I think personally can rebound. Like Randy Moss, Aaron Rodgers, like only go down to 350 and then rebound back to 500, 600K in a snap of the finger. Very, very fast they're going to rebound. So Harvest guys are the main cards I think you guys should be focusing on during this little pack off. We don't really know exactly. They worded the pack. We don't know exactly. But I have to assume that it's just any 93 overall, and Harvest guys should be the main focus of that buyback window, just because most likely later on we see an All Madden offer and we see a Legend, full Legend fantasy. I guarantee you there's a full Legend offer, and we'll talk about it. Full Legend offer sometime on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Harvest guys is going to be your main priority tomorrow night when it comes to buying back parts of your team. Speaking of Legends, like when we're going to hop into next, Legends are, and it's kind of surprising that there are no Legend offers for the first 8, or I think it's 8 or first 12 hours of the Blitz offers. There will be plenty of Legend fantasy pack, Blitz Bolt, Smut Points offers throughout the weekend. You don't really need to stress about Legends not being involved. I would worry about like the 93 overall Legends, like Art Monk, for example. You might want to target those in that first hour. I'm going to call that like a fire fantasy pack, basically. You get 293. That pack might be the best pack we see all weekend. Legends as well. Saturday, we're getting a new 94 overall Legend, so technically odds boosts on Legend fantasy packs. So in general, I'm guessing EA is probably waiting to offer the Legend offers until Saturday with the new odds. So I would say just general rule, I'd say wait till Saturday, and you probably are going to want to do the sets. It's typically always cheaper to do these sets of the Legends, and as well as you get the highest overall piece in order to power up, get the discount ability. But Legends as a whole, the new guys are still going to be very expensive. The guys last week, Art Monk, like it's going to be tough to pick those guys up at discounts. They're just so rare. And it also, like Legend packs, you're not going out there and pulling full Legends out of a Legend fantasy pack. You know, I understand that. But still, I think Saturday probably as a whole is going to be your best day to scoop up some Legends and probably end up doing their set. Next up, we've got Reduxes, and without a shadow of a doubt, there will be a standalone Redux offer. There is a Redux offer. It's usually one of the special offers that is only out for an hour that gives out a random Redux. Probably going to be a 91 plus Redux if I had to guess. There will be an offer at some point during this weekend. Last year, it was actually the exactly last offer during the Madden 22 Blitz program. So I know you might have to wait a little bit for that Redux offer, but it will come. And if you want any of the Redux guys, I would just kind of wait till then, because there's not that many Redux cards, if I'm being honest. And there's not that many great LTDs like Charles Tillman, I guess you could say, Russ Grimm. But yeah, I would just wait really until you see that standalone Redux fantasy pack. Choose one of 3. Probably we see Sunday night or Monday. And for any other type of program card, I know I already mentioned like all Madden guys. And there's also, I would say, not Team Diamond doesn't really fall into this, but Most Feared, for example. Most Feared has a pack offer that is available for the first night of Blitz, and you're really just going to want to follow the packs. All Madden 93s are, if they are involved in that 93 overall pack, probably the cheapest that night, but there also might be an all Madden standalone offer. We really don't know. Blitz promo of the unknown. We don't know exactly what offers they are going to give us, but Team Diamonds, for example, I actually think you could probably buy night 1. They aren't really going to be moved or affected that much by the market. But yeah, I think that covers everything. Team of the Week, guys, I know there's Team of the Week packs, but Team of the Week packs aren't spitting out champions that much, so I still think that first pack might be the best night. Like I'm saying, night 1 is probably going to be the best night to pick up a lot of your players, as well as maybe, you know, buying them even just like 30 minutes before as the market starts to panic super like crazy. But yeah, I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. Redux guys, LTDs, AKAs, Harvest players, like all Maddens and Team of the Week, for example. Again, just follow the packs. There'll probably be an offer at some point to pick those guys up. But again, night 1, that 93 pack might be the pack of all packs. But comment if you have any questions, like if you have enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.